Hey guys, today is June 27th of 2019 and I'm just going to give an overall update of what's going on with me. I'm about 3 months post-op with Dr. Chen in San Francisco on a scrotolift. Uh, Also, my erection device rod had come detached from my pelvic bone, and when he went in to attach it, he decided at that time to replace it totally. The new rod is much better. It's not as long. It doesn't protrude at the tip of my penis. It doesn't protrude, but you can tell. I mean, it's not going through the skin, but it's right there. It was right there. This one is about a half inch from there, and you can tell the tip of it because the skin kind of hangs, but it lays so much better. It doesn't buckle, and I think that's how it got detached, just from me, with my weight and everything, just buckling on me. So it would, if I wore it down like this, it would buckle, and I think that just eventually popped it out of place. I heard it pop at one time, and that was the night of surgery. So who knows? But it's much better. Excuse my yawning. This is about the fourth time I'm trying this because all of a sudden my body decides to start yawning when I do this video. It must be that I'm trying to put so much into such little time, and sometimes I talk for a while and I still don't get everything out, but it's all good. So I am recuperating. Well, as I recuperated from surgery, I just kind of painted. I painted my dining room, I painted my kitchen. I've got to touch up every place where we've done white. I've got to do the windowsills inside of the dining room. I got to paint them white still. Uh, the kitchen door and one wall is white, so I've got to. I'm going to repaint that white. And in the meantime, starting last Friday up until yesterday, I was at my mother-in-law's all week. Oh, sorry. She has a mobile home, and we've totally, through the years, I've uh, tore out her kitchen and we remodeled her kitchen. We put new flooring down in the hallways, the bathroom, the living room, and the kitchen. She wanted carpet in the two little rooms, or her bedroom in the other room. She had asked me if we could take down the wallpaper in the master bedroom and paint the paneling. I said yes, we can do that, and I told her to wait until the spring because that's usually when the paint can dry faster and it's just a better time to paint. So we did that. Uh, Went in and plastered the paneling and tore down all the wallpaper. There was more wallpaper than I thought. Used a primer on the walls with the wallpaper, but I have a feeling I told her to be real careful because it didn't adhere to it well. Uh, if you nick it, it looks like it can peel. So anyway, it's just her. I ain't too worried about it. We can do repairs or retouching up, should I say. Uh, and we finally finished yesterday, but full days for me are 4 to 5 hours. By the fourth hour, if I'm using a ladder especially, that between fourth and fifth hour, I am just literally like my feet are done. And I was that way all week, every day. And I was so tired, and I haven't been sleeping because of the pain. I was so tired, I followed my wife home yesterday from finishing up everything, and I was falling asleep at different times. I just like had to keep myself psyched. I turned on the music, and it was really hard. And when I got home, I didn't go to bed or didn't take a nap. Excuse me. Um, yeah. So it just this is my life, and I've talked many times about it on my previous videos regarding my feet. You know, and so we kind of touched base with the surgery. Everything's going good. I bought some Duluth bullpen underwear. Love them. There's a pocket for your junk. The legs don't raise up. They're the material that's sweat proof. Uh, and I don't ever have an issue with them. I don't shape. I don't, none of it. And with the weight gain I've had in the last couple years, my thighs are starting to rub on the inside. I never had that bad before, but what I know is when I was going to the gym a lot, and then I went through these 2 years where I quit going to the gym and was eating off and all that. The fat, even on my arms right here, the fat has come on the muscle where it was toning and getting bigger. So yeah, so you can't even see. Well, you can right here see my muscle, but uh, yeah. So next week we're going to try to start going to the gym again. I love to strength train. I don't do it enough. I talk about it all the time, and I'm just, it's the way life is. And I used to get onto myself and feel guilty, but you know what, guys? Anymore, I do what I can. And I don't sit around and I'm not lazy. I do have to sit down a lot though because of my injury. But I do my best, and I'm just going to let myself be that way. My diet's good. Sometimes we have an ice cream once in a while. Sometimes we'll have a Carl's Jr. hamburger once in a while. But you know what? Honestly, even with that, I quit tripping on it. I'm not going back to a bunch of junk or processed food. I don't enjoy it. My body really tells me it doesn't enjoy it when it's happened. In fact, working at my mother-in-law, she has made lunch 3 days in a row. She's Hispanic, and I've gotten the full-blown Hispanic, except for I can't eat spicy, so she's made my food not spicy. But man, it's killed me. And I told my wife yesterday, I said, I cannot do another lunch today, so just refuse any lunch. Um, and we came home and we had a decent meal, and I just like, that's just what happens when you transition your life and your diet in your life, your lifestyle, and your body's used to better nutrients, more nutrients. Your sugars are fruit mainly, and all that stuff. And then you go back to eating fast food for maybe once in a while, it's okay, but you do it like 3 days in a row, which wasn't fast food, but she cooked with oils, she fried stuff. And even though the food was okay, she did fried zucchini. She did fried green tomatoes from her own garden. I've never had fried green tomatoes, but they were pretty good. And the first day she made a soup, and I thought, okay, this is going to be really good because she had zucchini and she had some beans in it and all that. It was very, very good. But the last 2 days of her making lunch was all fried, and I just can't do that stuff, too often. And but other than that, I still have some weight to pull off. I don't know what's going to happen with this weight. I know that I have quit putting stress on myself. Uh, I've got to let that go because to me, I feel like I'm holding on to weight and there's no reason to. And I think that's my problem. It's not my diet. It's something holding on, which is probably emotionally, stress wise. It's an emotion. It's inward. It has nothing to do with what I intake, and as far as exercise and stuff, it has nothing to do with that. So I'm trying right now to implement more meditation and visualizations. I'm not real good at it, but I'm working on it, just for peace of mind. You know, I'm done worrying about every little thing about my body. And I think I've become obsessed with it because I look back at some pictures 10 years ago and I was almost 250 pounds. And a lot of that was I was getting steroid packs and I was getting steroid shots and I was having surgery and I wasn't able to move hardly at all. That was the beginning of my injury. Um, and I got up really high, and you can tell that it wasn't just weight itself because I had a red tint to me. I was swollen, and now I think that's why I obsessed with it so much through the years because I knew I was limited with my feet. I knew I couldn't exercise like I used to. Uh, and also the stress of being retired at such an early age. And I'm getting grips with that. But let me tell you, when you don't feel sometimes that you have a meaning, that you don't have a job to go to, and a lot of people say, "Man, I wish I didn't have a job to go to." Yeah, you wish that until it happens, and then you're like, "Okay, I want a job to go to." Your social life decreases. You become more inward. Well, I can't say you, but I have. I'm really a loner type of person. I love my friends and we get together for football and stuff, but I do love my quiet time too, and I don't feel a need that I need to be socializing all the time. So I'm introverted in a way, in that way, and so with my disability, I became too introverted, and I needed to release. And when I started transitioning and figured all that out with me, that that released the volcano. I overfloweth now with things to do and share, and now I'm working on peace and let go of the struggle. Quit trying to force things to happen. It's really hard, and we live in a world where humans are so disrespectful and so wasteful. And I mean, we bunger up anything we do. You don't know that word, that means we just mess it up. We either hurt others, or we hurt our planet, or we're causing pain, not directly, but in just everything we do, we mess up. We got our hands in the pot, and it doesn't taste good anymore, that soup, It's just, I read the news and I think, man, we just keep screwing up. And sure, there's a handful of people in this world that are really trying to make a difference, and they do. But it's us everyday people that don't get involved in the activeness of rights, or the planet climate control, or climate, yeah, control, and all that stuff. I support monetarily some things, but I am not an activist. The best thing I do is right here on YouTube. So look, I'm already at 12, 13 minutes, and I haven't said anything worth hearing. Uh, but today, my wife and I have been processing about changing our lives. And what I mean by that is we are putting into gear, getting the house ready to sell. We've been at this house for 20 years come September. We love our home, but we do feel it's time, if we can get a home with some acreage for our horses, gives me a chance to stay home and not in and out of the truck, and be able to do projects, be able to feed my horses, be able to walk them if I want, and not have to get out and get in a truck and go do it, because 9 times out of 10, I don't do it because of my feet. If it's right on our property, then I can go in the house when it's really bad, and I won't carry a guilt feeling that I don't take care of them like I should. Uh, we don't know if that'll come to play. There is one home we're looking at. It's actually between my two nieces. There's only like 5 houses on that road, period, in the middle of almond orchards. But at first we thought, no, it's too close to family. Then we looked at the place, and the house is really nice. It's not a brand new home, so it's not beyond our needs. It's got 2.5 acres, and he's got a shop, he's got a 2-car garage, and then attached to the house is a 3-car garage. So we're looking at that, but they're not ready to sell right now. They're waiting until their health gets worse, where they have to be forced to leave there. And I don't know how long that's going to be. The guy's 81, and I don't know how old his wife is, but she's the one who really doesn't want to leave anywhere. She's got a heart condition, and I think, I don't blame her. They've been there years and years. I think they are the ones who built the home, had the home built, I believe. But anyway, I don't blame her. That's her home. So I don't know if we're going to wait around for that. We might just get another house, and keep boarding our horses. Either way, we have those options, and that's kind of where we're on right now. What we're doing, I'm getting the house ready. I've got some things to do. This niner room is going to be coming down. I'm going to start packing it and putting it away, and mopping, painting the walls and stuff, so that people can see it for its size. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with me. I had some questions. I apologize. I think it was maybe to Logan. Uh, I can't find your comments to answer your questions, um, and I feel really bad about that. But I'll look. I'll keep looking, and I know it's on an older uh, video, so I'll have to go back and look for that. But I will come on and answer your questions if I haven't. I know I probably haven't in this video because I'm just doing a generic video. But anyway, you guys take it one day at a time and always make your journey as simple as possible. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.